asked your top candidates for offensive rookie of the year from the 214, Sky Moore. But then also
Sky Moore?
What? Yes, more Sky Moore. That's very well done. Is what are reasonable expectations for Jalen Tolbert? So pretty much what I'm saying is you've seen 2 days of practice. I demand expectations already.
I don't expect rookie of the year because I really think they're going to push for the connection with CeeDee Lamb more than they're going to push for the Jalen Tolbert. But, man, I've told Mike a number of times, I think by the end of the season, Mike's going to go, man, we really do have a good player. Mickey's right, though. When you watch him out there running routes, he already looks like he's ready for the pros. Like, he doesn't look like he's a rookie that's just kind of sitting here going, okay, it's going to take me a while to understand this. He looks like he understands the route tree, every single step of the route tree, and I'm really excited about what he can contribute.
I just want to, just so maybe you guys are, do you guys think that he's going to be better than, like, the top first-round picks?
No.
But
I'm looking Drake London,
Traylon
Garrett
Burks.
Wilson, Chris Olave, like Jamison Williams. Those were the first 4 wide receivers taken in the top 12 picks.
Well, let's look at this. I know Jahan Dotson, like our buddy Quentin Mayo's super stoked about him.
He is.
Who's his quarterback, though? Carson Wentz. Chris Olave, who's his quarterback? Jameis Winston. That's good. Yeah, they got to figure out that connection pretty quickly. Now, Christian Watson, his quarterback is Aaron Rodgers. But the other thing about him, though, is like they got Alan Lazard. And what did Aaron Rodgers say about Lazard yesterday? It's like, difference between Devontae Adams and Alan Lazard, one Hall of Famer to another Hall of Famer. Everything's going to be fine with him, so don't worry about it. So
you mentioned somebody like with Olave. I think Olave's got the opportunity to really put together something because I know that they're willing to chunk the ball down the field, or Winston is willing to chunk the ball down the field. And then I'm interested in Garrett Wilson, not because I'm a big fan of Zach Wilson, but I also think that's a team that's made a lot of upgrades, and I think they might be willing to throw the ball around a little bit more, especially with Breece Hall, the new running back, providing them some breathing room there.
Yeah, I think this when you look at Jalen Tolbert, and no matter what he does or doesn't do at training camp, what option is he going to be for you, let's just say, after the first 6 weeks? Because we expect Michael Gallup to be back after, let's say, 6 games. It could be 4 games. It could be 10 games. I don't know. But it's going to be CeeDee Lamb, and then it's going to be your tight end. Then it's going to be, I don't know, Zeke or Pollard, and then it's going to be Zeke or Pollard, and then it's going to be Michael Gallup. Like, how many opportunities when you look at Garrett Wilson with the Jets, or you look at Chris Olave with the Saints, or you look at Jameson Williams with Detroit, aren't they going to be considered like they have to be one of our major weapons where Tolbert just has to fit in where you get in?
I think, but early on, I think Tolbert's going to be like, that's where you get to establish, hey, I deserve the reps. I know Michael's coming back and everything, but I need to be on the field for this team. It could fail. He could go out there early and it's like, oh man, he looks more like a rookie than we thought. But I think because he's going to be a plug and play for him right then, he's going to get those opportunities to week 6 to when he comes back.
Do you think 4 years from now Jalen Tolbert's better than Michael Gallup was his first 4 years?
I do not.
I do.
Oh.
Yeah,
that would be great though.
I like Gallup, and he kind of got pushed aside because you have 2 really talented receivers around him at the time, and so he kind of got turned into a deep ball guy. And I think he can do more. I've been frustrated with some of the times the ball goes through his hands, and I think Tolbert has better hands than Gallup does. But that's just. I think over the first 4 years, you have a really talented receiver. I'm very excited about him.
See, Mike, we were talking about like expectations and stuff. I don't even know if I don't believe it's reasonable that he'll match Cedric Wilson from last year. Cedric Wilson, 45 catches, 602 yards, 6 touchdowns. But
Kevin, right there, that's matchups. That's because Wilson, like they were like, okay, he's got a fourth cornerback to work against him, or maybe a safety, or he's matched up on a linebacker, and because of the other three stars out there, he found the space, and Dak was like, well, he's going to be open. That's my best option to throw to. So that's how he got 45 catches.
It'll be interesting because I want Jalen Tolbert to be good. I don't want him to not be good, but I'm just looking. There were 6 first-round wide receivers taken. There were 7 second-round wide receivers taken. So that's 13. Now, we know that, unfortunately, John Mechie is not going to play for the Houston Texans because of leukemia.
Yeah.
So you can kind of take that down to 12 immediately, that he's out until hopefully he recovers from that and can play in 2023. But I don't know. I look at this and I go, well, let me ask you this, because we're talking about, well, who is this quarterback? Well, what about, and I have no clue. I don't know how good or bad he is. Christian Watson, 34th overall pick, North Dakota State, to the Green Bay Packers.
Yeah.
Right? So doesn't Aaron Rodgers, when we're talking quarterbacks, doesn't he have a way better quarterback? They just lost their number one receiver in, a trade/free agency type of deal.
But they do have Alan Lazard there, who Aaron Rodgers really does think highly of. So he's their number one.
Who will be better, Christian Watson or not Tony Pollard? Sorry, Tolbert. Here.
I think that Watson has the better opportunity with the quarterback for sure.
Is it same logic with Sky Moore? Then is another second round pick, but he's being matched up with the other best quarterback in the league.
Yeah, and their offense loves to throw, right? So their offense is finding ways to get the ball in those guys' hands with space.
I saw a stat on the Chiefs is that they were maybe top 5 in run efficiency, but 31st in maybe like rush attempts or something like that.
Huh.
And so it's kind of like,
so they were good when they did it.
They're like, do the Chiefs need to run the ball more in 2024, or was it they were this good at it because nobody ever expected them to run the ball?
Yeah, you kind of anticipate that by just putting the ball in Mahomes' hand, that decision is going to be a positive return for you. Right?
I'd be really stoked if we got this Tolbert stat projection: 37 catches for 649 yards and 6 touchdowns. That's
great production.
17 and a half yards per catch, which would be freaking awesome. NFL.com. They have Jahan Dotson at 10, Chris Olave at 9 for Offensive Rookie of the Year, Christian Watson, who we were just talking about, at 8, Drake London, who we did not talk about a lot, but he was the number 8 pick in the draft, at 7, and Kenneth Walker, the running back, at 6. Then Sky Morris 5th, Garrett Wilson is 4th, Kenny Pickett is 3rd, which now that feels way, way too high given what we're hearing. Treylon Burks, the Titans wide receiver, at 2, and Breece Hall, the running back with the Jets, at number 1.
I'm interested in Breece Hall because Michael Carter was good when they gave him opportunity to run last year. I picked him up on my fantasy league, and actually he contributed for me and actually helped me get a good trade. But he was good, so I'm kind of interested in, does he just walk in and take over because he was the pick, or does it become a committee with those guys?
There seems to be a thought that it is sort of a committee, but it's a heavily stilted committee towards Hall. So Carter won't be all the way out, but we're talking, I don't know, maybe like 75-25 kind of deal or something like that.
Yeah, and Carter's ability to catch out of the backfield was something that benefited them too, but having a legitimate, real running back like him there, very good for Zach
There's
Wilson.
A lot of projection being put on the Jets' young players, whether it's their wide receivers, because last year didn't they draft the Ole Miss kid who showed
Elijah Moore,
who showed signs of being good? It's like, it just seems like the Jets, I know we make fun of them a lot. Oh, what a bad organization, but I will say, it looks like they've done everything possible to give a young kid, Zach Wilson, the ability to be good. Like, if Zach Wilson isn't good, I don't think it's because, like Justin Fields, I think you can make a major excuse. If Justin Fields stinks this year, you could say the Bears gave him no chance to be good.
Yeah.
And maybe he isn't good. Maybe he is. We don't know because of the Bears. But I would say with the Jets, if Zach Wilson isn't good this year, it's because Zach Wilson isn't good.